Trading at Schwab is now powered by Ameritrade, unlocking the power of thinkorswim, the award-winning trading platforms loaded with features that let you dive deeper into the market. Visualize your trades in a new light on thinkorswim desktop with robust charting and analysis tools, all while you uncover new opportunities with up-to-the-minute market news and insights. thinkorswim is available on desktop, web, and mobile to meet you where you are. It's built by the trading obsessed to help you trade brilliantly. Learn more at schwab.com/trading.
It is October 7th, 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Marketing Geeks News Update.
Marketing Geeks.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. We are here with the Marketing Geeks News Update. This is just a quick little overview of what's coming up and what's geeky these days. We're following the news so you don't have to because you're busy. We know that. How are you doing, Justin?
I am doing pretty well. And there's been some crazy news stories this week. So I'm excited to just dive into these insane happenings in the world of marketing and business and whatever else,
Whatever. Well, I got some interesting I've got something interesting here.
Lay it on me.
All right. Well, check this out. The U.S. court, this is from Marketing Land, although this is from all over. U.S. court has upheld the FCC repeal of net neutrality, but allows states to regulate the internet. This is really an interesting thing because it's a double-edged sword. So on the one hand, they completely took away net neutrality, which basically says that the idea behind net neutrality is that all data must be treated the same. But if, say, a company like an evil one I used to work with, Comcast, if they decided to charge people more money for access rights, they can do that. And if I'm a small, say, podcaster, it may cost me a lot of money to get my website seen. This is, of course, worst case scenario, but what can go wrong?
But can't they also like throttle, like if they decided that they don't like Netflix anymore, they could throttle down Netflix because of the lack of net neutrality? Isn't that part of it too?
Well, yeah. Or if it's just, say, somebody who has a website that, maybe a certain politician doesn't like because, but not that would ever happen because, of course, federal employees like this are never, ever politicized. But the interesting thing is that they also said that the states have the right to regulate their own internet, meaning that this goes to a state's rights issue. So if a state like California says we're not going to throttle or we're going to make it illegal, that'll be the case. And this is really interesting too, because some states and some communities have been starting to create their own ISPs and cutting companies like Comcast and Verizon out completely. So it's really interesting. I don't know where this is going to go. Personally, if I were elected president, which would never happen because I'm completely unqualified due to the fact that I actually have some good ideas. But one of the things that I would do first thing in the United States is I would give everyone free internet, and that would be the end of it. There would just be wireless across the United States for free. That would just be a thing, and because then you would really spurn innovation and spurn.
Sure.
Yeah, you'd spurn. Oh man. Anyway,
it's an interesting topic, and so like California, it'll probably net neutrality will remain pretty much in California, but we're in other states that who knows what will happen. So it'll be kind of interesting to watch this unfold over the next couple of years.
Yeah, man. So anyway, keep your eyes peeled, ladies and gentlemen, because the internet is becoming a wild new place. All right, what do you got for me, man? That's just
I'm gonna kick off the Facebook news. I know there's gonna be a couple of Facebook stories, and we got one on Instagram too. But first and foremost, about a week ago, Facebook came in and acquired a company called Control Labs, spelled CTRL, like your control button on your computer. Control Labs, which is they have a mind reading wristband technology device. So this is going to be used to send electrical signals from your brain to your computer, and what they're talking about is using this with augmented reality and virtual reality technology to make better games, right? Or I don't know. They didn't say better games, but I'm assuming make better games. That's where the money is. So Bloomberg has reported the deal is somewhere in the range of $500 million to $1 billion. And the company Control Labs was originally started by a team of neuroscientists. So they must know what they're doing a little bit. But so it's kind of interesting, though, because we talked about how the debate over whether big tech should be broken up, and how in a recent episode we talked about also how one of the advantages of small companies is they can implement new ideas faster. But when Facebook comes in and acquires you every single time that you do that, then that kind of stifles competition. So I don't know. I go back and forth on the whole thing, but it's they definitely keep acquiring companies. Can't argue with that.
All right. Well, I've got another Facebook story here, and this one is pretty darn interesting, I think. Basically, it is the leaked. We're talking about leaked audio. We're talking about. We're talking about.
I haven't heard the actual audio, so this is going to be new for me.
So
I read the article.
How could someone go and leak some audio and make someone look bad? And I'm not talking about anyone in government. I'm actually at this point talking about Mark Zuckerberg himself. There was a couple of pieces of audio that came out recently because Elizabeth Warren, who has been very vocal about big tech and saying that big tech should be broken up, there was a response by Zuck himself, and this is it.
Like Elizabeth Warren, who thinks that the right answer is to break up the companies, if she gets elected president, then I would bet that we will have a legal challenge, and I would bet that we will win the legal challenge. So does that still suck for us? Yeah, I mean, I don't have to have a major lawsuit against our own government. I mean, that's not like the position that you want to be in when you're, it's like we care about our country and like want to work with our government to do good things. And but look, at the end of the day, if someone's going to try to threaten something that existential, you go to the mat and you fight.
Okay, well, first of all, Mr. Zuckerberg, if I may, sir,
existential.
I would like to just say, existentially, why are you allowing political ads on your platform? Number one, like if you really cared about the well-being of the country, then you should, by all means, not have any kind of political ads allowed on Facebook, number one. Number two, you have said that you are not going to hold politicians at all to any kind of standards when they do advertising, meaning they can lie. So because of your platform, sir, we have changed the fabric of America, not in a good way. And I think that you're insincere. And he continues on this issue.
It's just that breaking up these companies, whether it's Facebook or Google or Amazon, is not actually going to solve the issues. And, it doesn't make election interference less likely. It makes it more likely because now the companies can't coordinate and work together.
Okay, let's break that apart. So it's just that breaking up these big companies, whether it's Facebook, Google, or Amazon, is not exactly going to solve the issues. And, it doesn't make the election interference less likely. And there I want to challenge you, sir, because, the big tech companies are not coordinating right now to stop any kind of election interference. So I think that I definitely think that Facebook should be broken up because it's an evil platform. And if you are currently using any kind of Facebook thing, and this includes Instagram.
What about me? I'm using it.
You already know how I feel about you.
I know. Well, it's an interesting thing. Yeah, Elizabeth Warren is basically campaigning on. I think she's basically said that she wants to break up Instagram, the Instagram acquisition. So separate Facebook and Instagram would be one of the first things. Probably WhatsApp as well. 3 separate companies. Those are the big acquisitions that they made. I think Oculus Rift can stay because that hasn't exploded into anything too big. I don't know as much about the way that they regulate political ads, or you're probably right. They should just steer away from it. But I think Facebook, and they're a public company now, dictated by the will of the shareholders, which means that they're not allowed to walk away from money no matter what, even if it's a terrible idea.
That's the problem, because political ads are going to net them a ton of money, and people will be clicking on them, and they'll be engaging in them, and they'll be like, emails or whatever. It drives me crazy. It just drives me crazy.
Yeah, well, that's one of the problems with the way that public companies are. The public companies, technically, it's their fiduciary responsibility to always go for the biggest profits, and it's sort of illegal for them not to, the way that it's structured. I mean, there's new options like the B corporations and things like that make that change that. But obviously, Facebook is not structured like that. They are very traditional companies structured for the profit first, no matter the cost.
Unfortunately. Okay, we got to wrap it up. What do you got for me, man?
Just a couple other acquisition stories. We got McDonald's acquiring a company called Apprente to create an automated drive-through experience. So this is a voice recognition technology company that will take your order by voice command, and probably, I believe they have a very high, like 97% accuracy or something, very, very high rate. They're going to automate the drive-through experience. They've already automated the kiosks inside, and pretty soon you're going to have like 2 employees in McDonald's running the entire company.
Yeah, I'm going to, in fact, you already see it here in a lot of the McDonald's. There you have the, kiosks without, there's less people behind the counter because they've done studies that if you order with a computer, you're more likely to buy more food. And bad for you. Yeah, because, you've got more social pressure if you are ordering with like, what's this guy going to think if I order like the supersize or,
Well, one other acquisition here, Tesla buying a company called DeepScale, which is a computer vision AI company, AI startup. And the idea, it's got a deep neural network, quote, quote, deep neural network, kind of like a Terminator chip. And it's designed to create self-driving robo-taxis. That's the point. They want to create self-driving robo-taxi Teslas, apparently. So that's going to happen one day.
Yeah, man. If we survive the robot apocalypse,
which Elon Musk is so against AI, and maybe he triggers it too. I think Elon Musk is the trigger man. He's the one that's going to create the robot apocalypse.
That is what irony. What irony. Okay, so finally, on my end, I just have a little bone to pick with. Actually, I don't. It's just an interesting point of view. But Martin Scorsese is from Screen Rant. Martin Scorsese says he doesn't think Marvel movies are cinema, and he's got a new movie coming out called The Irishman. It's one of his longest films, 3.5 hours, on Netflix in the next few months, and I can't wait to see it. And he basically says that he's tried to watch some of the Marvel movies and can't really get into it. But here's the thing. On one level, he's right. The Marvel movies are not cinema. They're not films. They're movies, right? And the movie is...
They're not traditional cinema.
Yeah. And so, movies are something where you go to get your popcorn and you sit down and you watch the world blow up and watch, aliens take over whatever, and check your brain at the door. And you're entertained. That's, cinema is an experience. I just watched a movie called Sangra Sancta, and it's like a weird film by this.
I like it already.
Oh man, you got to see it. But it's a real experience, and so you walk out of there with your brain melted a little bit. So that's.
Is it as good as Under the Silver Lake?
I still haven't seen it. So, all right, we got to close this up. So, got anything else for us?
Instagram Threads, a new messaging app where you can send only specialized stories and messages and group chats to your special group of friends. So this way, if you're in high school or college and you don't want mom and dad to see your information, I think this is the new key to anonymity, or at least from the parents. Keep it away from the parents. And I think that's the whole point of this, is they're trying to stay cool with the youth.
Yeah, well, the youth will be doing this.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
That's only on Snapchat.
My lovely wife, a.k.a. Our producer, is here, Iris Sturgeon. And
Iris.
Going to give us a little preview of what's coming up directly for the Marketing Geeks. So why don't you give us a little tell?
So next two guests are Tom Schwab and Chase Hughes. Tom is in the online business and he helps leaders to get more into podcasts and how to make it more profitable. And one of the things we will talk about with him is why podcast interview marketing is the next gold rush. He knows everything about that.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah. And the other one is Chase Hughes, and he is leading in behavior knowledge. And he wrote a book about that. He's author of 2 books on tactical behavior skills. And he combines that with marketing. So we want to know everything about that. So that's coming for the next 2 episodes.
Yeah. Thank you, Iris. Yes.
And that guy, Chase Hughes, is going to be on the show in the next couple of weeks. He has some inside information on MK Ultra, which, if you don't know what that is, that was the CIA's secretive mind control operation back in the 60s and 70s, I believe, maybe 70s. That he's got some inside info. So I think we'll explore that a little bit, because that's what marketing is, right? Marketing is mind control.
And with that, we close out the Marketing Geeks news update. Tune in for our other shows, and please leave a message or a comment, or just drop us a line, man. We'll answer your question on the air. We love you, our 7 listeners.
Stay classy, maybe? I don't know.
Why not?
Why not? Stay classy.